team that's playing good football but has lost some very close games against the likes of UCLA, Arizona, and Arizona State down the stretch. I've always been impressed with the way Coach McIntyre does things and the way he runs his program, and he puts a good product on the field. They're fighting for bowl eligibility, so we'll know that we're going to get their best effort. Watching their tape offensively, Lindsey just jumps out all over the tape. His ability to be a very durable back, can touch the ball 30-plus times. He actually carried it 40 times in one game. Just a very durable back that also comes out of the backfield and can be very explosive. I remember him catching a big pass against us down the sideline last year on a wheel route. Montez has really progressed as a quarterback. You know, he was a freshman last year. Really, I think his first start was against us, and to watch him progress not only through last season but through this season really is coming on. Going to be a talented kid. Got a bunch of receivers in Fields, Bobo, Ross, and McIntyre that I think a good job spreading the field in their 10 personnel. Each of them have anywhere from 30 to 45 catches, and they do divvy the ball up between the kids. Defensively, it starts really right down the middle with them. Edwards is just a force in the middle at 350 pounds. He keeps the linebackers freed up, and that's why those two kids are their leading tacklers. Then I've been really impressed with Worthington, their free safety, how rangy he is and how fast he is. He's one of those kids you have to know where he's at, because you think he's not going to make it to an outside receiver ball, and he gets there. So very rangy kid, good player. Injury-wise, we held Tyler Petit today for a shoulder. He's day-to-day. Rasheem Green got limited work due to his shoulder. Connor Murphy we held for a hip pointer. He's day-to-day. Christian Rector actually got a little bit of conditioning day and football movement, which was good. He's coming along. Iman Marshall practiced today, limited. Juliana Falanico actually was better than I thought he would be with his thigh. We held Chinna Nwosu today with the ankle. He's day-to-day. Held Chase McGrath to a groin injury. He's day-to-day. Held Toa Lobadan to some sore knees. He's day-to-day. And Vi actually came back and practiced well today. It was good to have him back. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Could Biggie or Vavai play this weekend?
I think both of them have a chance. I think both of them showed good signs. It's early in the week, but I think we held both last week, being protective, and both of them got live work today, which was good to see. He's listed day to day, probably doubtful again, to be honest with you, but we'll take it 1 week at a time and see where it's at.
You guys have now been able to plug 3 guys into that position, Porter, Christian, and now Jordan. Mm-hmm. What is it about those 3 guys and the way that Clancy runs that 5-2 that has made that work?
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate because of the athletes that we have. It's a very athletic position. It's a guy that can change direction, and he looks for that piece of the puzzle. And when you think about Christian and Porter and Jordan, they're athletes that can move in space. They can also pass rush and be a force there, and they've done a nice job with it.
Right, this is a team that can run up 95 and 98-yard drives, and yet I think you're 111th in fourth down conversions and 116th in red zone. What's the disconnect there between, with the offensive weapons you got and those two categories?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're looking at an offense right now that's averaging 492 yards a game, which is the highest since 2005. And there's always categories that you want to improve. One of the things that comes in with fourth down is how many times are you going for fourth down and what's the yardage. I've been a little bit over-aggressive this year on some fourth and longer situations. And when you're in those situations, obviously your percentage is not going to be as good. Red zone, wish we were a little bit better. I think we've had some turnovers in those situations. Thank goodness for a good field goal kicker that has put points on the board for us. But we look at how many points we're putting up, especially in the last couple of games with over 40 points a game. I think we're averaging right at 36 points a game right now. So we're putting points on the board. There's a lot of great things that are going on offensively. You always want to try to improve in each and every area, and red zone efficiency is a big part of it.
You guys moved up in the college football rankings. 17 last week,
really?
To 11 this week.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised to learn that this evening?
No, we're just focused on the next game, to be honest with you. I've always said add them all up at the end and see where you're at. And, this week this team has always been about preparation and treating it like a playoff game, each game like a playoff game. And we've got a chance to win a Pac-12 South title, so that's our only focus. Everything, it's still so early in November, and there's so many games still to be played and decisions to be made. It's nice to be thought of that way, and we still have the opportunity to not only play Colorado, but have another game next week, and hopefully, if we do our job, have another one after that with a Pac-12 championship game. So right now, it's nice to move up, but we're focused on Colorado and what that means for our team.
What is an area or two where you feel like you've seen Darnold improve this year?
I think as our young receiving core has really come together, I think I absolutely have loved his patience and his trust in distributing the ball. It even showed on Saturday. I think there was 10 different wideouts that he threw to. The chemistry of that group is really coming together, and all of a sudden you look up, and I think over the last 4 or 5 games he's like 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So the protection of the ball has improved. The completion percentage, he was 77% the other night, and he's really the trust of the wideouts and distributing what the defense is giving you is where he's at his best. And then just making some really special throws down the field the other night was pretty cool too.
Is that something that has to be coached with a quarterback, where they don't just get over-reliant on Old Faithful and the guys that they've been throwing to?
Yeah, no question, because there are going to be times good defense are going to look to shut down your top target, and we've seen that with Deontay a little bit. And credit to Sam that he's found a trust in Tyler Vaughn's. I think the chemistry between him and Michael Pittman has grown immensely over the past couple of weeks. And then Stephen Mitchell has always been there in his back pocket when needed. And now all of a sudden Daniel's back, made a huge third down catch in that game the other night. But we're getting healthy at that position. The chemistry's coming together, and as that comes together, obviously it helps a quarterback.
Have you heard anything from up in Washington about Liam Jimmons? There was a story last week that the police recommended charges.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Let's do one more.
Coach, going up to
What shape is Chase?
Yeah, we're going to hold him down all week. He gave us a great effort on Saturday night. He's feels good kicking field goals. It's a little bit more stress when you're having to do kickoffs. So Reed will kick off for us. Obviously, as we saw the other night, he's very capable of doing it. I thought his placement, which he's been working on a lot, was key in that. Just he's in a position to be able to kick extra points and field goals for us this coming week. But we do want to rest him this week.
Okay.
All righty, guys. Thank you.